Commercial trucks and trailers are being electrified and the technology is rapidly changing. What maintenance issues are technicians having? My guest today is Randy Obermeyer, the Vice President of Safety and Maintenance at Online Transport, Inc. Randy serves as the Vice Chairman and Chairman of Meetings and will become the General Chairman and Treasurer on Wednesday evening, March 9th at TMC. Randy, welcome to the Heavy Duty Parts Report. So glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
So we're at TMC. We're in Orlando. We're at the annual meeting and electrification is the big theme. I was wondering, why did TMC feel that it was appropriate to have this as the theme for this annual meeting?
It's an emerging trend. It's an emerging technology that's coming out. So we thought it would be good to get in front of everyone. So with electrification, you don't really have time to mess around. If you're wanting to get into the electrified vehicles, you have to start right away. So, everything takes so much time from the infrastructure for the charging stations and then the shop layouts and technician training. It all takes a lot of time to develop and really must be carefully considered. So we want to make sure that everyone has that in front of them so that they can get a good head start on that.
Right. And talking about training for technicians, diagnostics has become such an important part of the training process, and technicians have a whole new skill set that needs to be developed with diagnosing some of the more complex electrical systems. This is only going to continue as the whole industry becomes electrified.
Absolutely right. So now if we misdiagnose something or if we replace a part because we didn't find either the root cause or the exact problem, we may be spending a couple $1,000s extra. But if you go into the electrified world, you could be replacing components that are $10,000. So we really have to make sure that we're doing a good job diagnosing and finding the root causes so that we don't have repeated failures. So if you have something going on upstream that causes a very high dollar part to go out and you don't find that, you replace the part, and then 2 weeks later you end up with the same high dollar part messed up again because we didn't get to the root cause. So
right. And with root causes, when we think of a commercial truck and trailer, I mean, it's always been a complete system. But some of those different systems have kind of worked almost in silos, and now trucks are becoming more and more integrated all the time. Is that why trying to get to the root cause of the problem is even more important today than it ever has been before?
Yeah, absolutely. And properly diagnosing is critical with that too, because a lot of components will act goofy when another component is bad because of the multiplexing that goes on. They're using some of the same wires for multiple parts of the vehicle. So with that multiplexing, if you have one control module that's got a fault in it, it could cause problems with the other one. So you could end up a situation where they put a part on that's not even bad.
The shotgun approach, when parts are starting to cost thousands and thousands of dollars, just isn't going to fly as we're trying to lower total cost of operation, not drive it up. I think that's one of the things I like about the TMC events, because it really gives people, no matter where they are in the industry, an opportunity to come together and learn. And that has been certainly how I've benefited. I was saying earlier that every time I start to think I know something about this industry, you come to TMC and you're humbled pretty quick.
Absolutely. Yes, for sure.
So we're just going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Don't have a heavy-duty part number and need to look up a part? Go to parts.diesellaptops.com or download the app on Apple or Android to create your free account. Looking for high-quality fuel injection for heavy-duty applications? Having one supplier for fuel injection allows you to better serve customers by providing them with a complete line, which increases your sales and profitability. Learn more at ambackinternational.com/aftermarket.
We're back from our break. Before the break, we were talking about how important it is for diagnostics, for getting to the root cause of problems. And I was wondering, when we're at the TMC annual meeting, we think of the Technology Maintenance Council and what it does. There's so much going on and so much to see. What's your favorite part of the show?
At the end of the day, to me, it's networking. And I would say, prior to, me becoming really active with TMC, I came here to try to learn something. What can I take back to my company to make it more profitable, save on expenses? And what I've really learned after, 4 or 5 years of coming to TMC, that I wanted to give back. There's so many good people in this organization that give. Peggy Fisher's one of them. She's leaving us after this meeting, and she's given so much to this industry, so much to TMC over the years. And when she leaves, somebody has to fill that void. So I really like giving back, taking what I've learned and sharing that with people. It's still important to come to learn and take stuff back with you, but I think it's even more important to share with others what I've picked up from TMC.
Collaboration is the theme of one of the meetings here just yesterday. And when I think about individual members, like why should someone, regardless of where they work in the trucking industry, why should they consider becoming a member?
Well, there's just so many opportunities, with TMC, the learning that you talked about. There's so many different study groups, from the management sessions to the tire and wheel study group to the technician training. There's so much there. It's a very broad range of ideas and learning that you can get from TMC. You never know when you might need to reach out to somebody, if you're in the finance world or if you're in the safety world, to reach out to somebody that's an expert in tire and wheel. Just like we had the trial downstairs a few minutes ago. Reaching out to somebody that's an expert in that part of the industry can help you maybe win a lawsuit. So I think it's really important to expand and meet people in all areas of the company.
You're referring to the mock trial that was set up as an exercise to help people learn, right? That
Exactly.
was yeah. So just for people who know, there are so many different kinds of meetings that happen here, and there's so many opportunities. So I think you should become a member. I'm glad that you were able to spend some time with us today. Maybe just as our way of concluding our conversation today, what's just one thing you want people to remember?
Get involved. Absolutely get involved. The rewards are so much greater when you get involved. I've learned that from my own attendance here at TMC.
You've been listening to the Heavy Duty Parts Report. I'm your host, Jamie Irvin. We've been speaking with Randy Obermeyer, Vice President of Safety and Maintenance at Online Transport, Inc. To learn more about TMC, visit tmc.trucking.org. Links are in the show notes. Randy, thanks so much for being on the Heavy Duty Parts Report.
Thank you for asking me. Appreciate it. Take care.
Thank you for watching this video. Click here to subscribe to the Heavy Duty Parts Report YouTube channel, and click here to watch another great episode.